Now to the murder for hire investigation into the death of St. Johns County father Jared Bridegan. Today in court, Bridegan's ex-wife Shanna Gardner asked for bond on charges of first-degree murder and conspiracy to commit murder. Our Katie Jeffries has been covering the case since the beginning and joins us outside the courthouse tonight with more.
The prosecution argued that though Shanna Gardner did not pull the trigger, Jared Bridegan's blood is still on her hands. The first person called up to the witness stand was Detective Chris Johns with the Jacksonville Beach Police Department. He walked the judge through the early stages of the investigation and the details that they say led them to charging Shanna Gardner. And they also gave more details about interactions with Henry Tennant. Now, Tennant is the man who has since pleaded guilty to firing the fatal shots. He reportedly told Detective Johns that the agreement was that he would kill Bridegan for $150,000 to be invested into a pallet business in small amounts to not raise suspicions. The money, they say, came from Shanna's trust fund, was then funneled through a property LLC to be paid to Tennant. Now, the detective also spent time going into detail about what he found in text messages between Shanna Gardner and her best friend, Kim Jensen. He and the prosecution walked through texts as old as 2015, in which they say Gardner and Jensen discussed finding a way to kill Jared.
When she would be upset about some type of custody issue or some kind of disagreement there being Marta's solution was always to offer to take care of Jared.
Jose Baez countered that Gardner and her friend Kim Jensen spoke of killing in various conversations, but in a loose and joking manner, and that detectives didn't have text messages or phone calls between Shanna Gardner and Henry Tennant.
There is not a single text message between Shanna Gardner and Henry Tennant that exists anywhere on this earth, correct?
No, I'm not aware of that.
As for the money, he pressed the detective that the checks were written from Gardner's trust and were signed by Mario Fernandez, even stating that Fernandez was the one who was in charge of finances in their marriage. Now, the defense also called several witnesses, including Shanna's first lawyer, also a former bishop of a local ward of the Mormon Church, and a friend of Shanna's, as well as her older sister, Megan White. Her sister saying that the twins are now under Shanna's parents' care, and they are upset they cannot see their mother. As for the hearing itself, it was long, nearly 7 hours long. The prosecution arguing that the person that benefited the most from Jared's death was Shanna, that she was able to get freedom to have custody of the children without having any of Jared's input, and she also had freedom to fully inherit her trust. The defense argued that many of the statements used by the state were hearsay and that Shanna was following the advice of her first lawyer when she did move around after Mario Fernandez was arrested for Bridegan's murder. So now it is up to Judge London Kite to sort through all of this and issue her order. And when she does, we will keep you updated. In front of the Duval County Courthouse, Katie Jeffries, First Coast News, on your side.